we saw the most disgusting thing we've ever seen.
It was so disgusting that... Actually, now I'm going to have to not eat my cheese and biscuits for a few minutes. Can I play with your hair until I'm ready to eat? Yeah.
Yuck!
Yuck! Oh, yuck! It was so yuck. I tried to draw a picture of how yucky it was, but I couldn't. Because every time I imagine it, I feel like I'm going to be sick. Can you not talk about being sick? I'll never get back to my cheese and biscuits. Ew, that stinks. What is it?
I knew what it was.
I knew what it was.
It's Rory's pine
It's
cone.
a possum's head.
It's not a possum's head.
It's not Rory's pine cone. I'm going to be a vet when I grow up, so I'm pretty sure I know a possum's head when I see one. Yeah, that is definitely...
Rory's pine cone. From his native animal project this morning.
Rory said he lost his native animal project.
Exactly. And here it is.
I had a bit of trouble with...
Did you bite my bat?
No. I had a bit of trouble with my native animal project in that I forgot we had a native animal project.
It's got teeth marks in it.
Anyway, when I got to school yesterday, Atticus said that I should make an echidna with a pine cone because there were lots on the back of the oval. Atticus, I don't think a pine cone could smell so bad. Deborah's right. Only something that's died could smell like that.
Did you see what Rory did to his pine cone?
I didn't have any glue, so I rolled the pine cone in my honey sandwich so I could stick little echidna spikes all over it. But all the bread stuck to it as well.
So then he rolled it in banana.
Yeah.
And yogurt.
Yeah. And then it was sticky enough to stick his little spikes in. But then I didn't have any little spikes.
But then he remembered where some were. Apparently, the principal is always picking at her teeth with toothpicks.
Really?
The whole day long.
Why? She must have gaps in her teeth. My dad has gaps. He goes through a lot of toothpicks.
Rory didn't think the principal would mind if he took a few toothpicks. So before class started, Rory grabbed the principal's toothpicks while she was out of her office.
He stole from the principal? How could he?
Because he didn't remember it was stealing at first. Then he did. And he panicked. He felt really bad. He just wanted to get rid of it. So he threw the pine cone in the toilet behind the shelter shed and tried to flush it.
Hang on. That toilet is broken. It doesn't flush.
Yep. He had to get it out of the blocked toilet and hide it somewhere else, which is when he saw the compost bin.
So Atticus had told us this big story about how Rory tried to make an echidna out of a pine cone with food and stolen toothpicks and ended up hiding it in the compost bin. Which makes sense. Which makes no sense, because if Rory put it in the compost bin, what was it doing in the sandpit? Well, how'd it get here? I'm telling you, it's a possum's head.
Is that Rory's pine cone echidna?
No, Batty, it's a possum's head. Isn't it, Deborah Jo? Okay, the thing is, I wanted to support Melanie, but it was a bit confusing. I didn't know exactly how it looked like a possum. Ow. Sorry. Well, see, what am I looking at again? Okay, I don't want to be gross, but how to explain that bit there that looks like an old meatball hanging onto a piece of spaghetti?
It is an old meatball hanging onto a piece of spaghetti. It's been in the compost.
Oh, that's why it stinks so much. Honestly, that's the second worst thing I've ever smelled. One time my little cousin did an accident in his pants and got embarrassed, so he hid them behind his dinosaur poster. The smell got so bad that my auntie rung the fire brigade because she thought the gas was leaking. That was definitely the worst thing I've ever smelled. Hey, this one's been bitten too.
What kind of dinosaur was on the poster? Fatty, it smells so bad because there's a possum. Look at it. Losing animals is a hard fact of life. It's sad. But it's the truth. and we have to face it. So who still thinks it's a pine cone?
It was a pine cone.
It really was a pine cone.
Fine, whatever. Just a reminder, I'm the one who's going to be a vet. So I decided it didn't matter if other people didn't agree with me. I knew it was possum's head, and I was going to give that little possum's head the quiet, dignified burial that it deserved. Atticus, pass!
Whoa! That's gross. What did you do to Mrs. Gonch's sponge ball?
That's not Mrs. Gonch's sponge ball, Tamara.
Mrs. Goncha said the only thing we're allowed to kick around in the playground is her sponge ball that she got for free at a petrol station. It's so soft it won't matter if we hit one of the little kids in the head.
Then what are we kicking?
It's a possum head, and you shouldn't be kicking it.
I really love possums, even though my dad says they wreck the roof. I was so angry at the boys for kicking the poor thing around and tricking me into kicking it around too. I was about to yell at them, but then I noticed something. That's not a possum's head. That's a pine cone with food stuck to it and toilet paper.
No, there's blood. Do pine cones bleed? Melanie, that's strawberry jam. Oh, really? Well, how do you explain that brown stuff oozing out? It's hummus. You know everybody throws their hummus straight in the compost bin? So you think the possum had been living in the compost bin? No, we don't, because it's not a possum. Maybe it crawled in through that crack in the side that's always leaking.
Wait, the crack in the side that's always leaking? I suddenly remembered that before little lunch, Mrs. Goncha made an announcement.
Oh, children, remember to stay away from the compost bin during little lunch. The leaky crack's gotten worse. The principal and I are going to have a look at it.
I had to get my pine cone out of the leaky compost before the principal saw her toothpicks. I chucked it in a sandpit because I knew I could come back and hide it at little lunch. And I had to get back to class before Mrs. Goncha saw I was gone.
Which almost happened.
Rory! Why are you hanging out the window?
I just needed some fresh air.
Right. Senior's had some fresh air now. Stay in for 5 minutes of little lunch.
5 minutes literally takes forever.
Not literally.
When you're literally busting to go hide a pine cone echidna.
Not literally.
Guys, have you seen my pine cone echidna?
Yes.
No! Oh, there it is. Rory stood right there and told Melanie to her face that it was his pine cone, and she still didn't believe it.